Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Trickster here, and today I'm just gonna be going over my loadouts and what I have been using for a couple of days now, just trying to level up things, and of course using the best loadouts for pickup games and scrims that of course everybody has been running, and just what everybody thinks what is the best. So first, what we're gonna go do is just look at Aeros. I think Aeros is my least played class. I don't usually use Aeros all that much, but there is some people that I talk to that use Aeros as their main faction, and I did talk to them about what the best equipment, assault rifle, perks, everything of that sort is. So we're just going to go right into it. So we have the tempo here. The best attachments for the tempo is grip and rapid fire, but of course I've been trying to level up all my guns in onslaught, so I've been using barrel extension. And if of course you do play onslaught, barrel extension on all weapons is probably a much need because of course it is a huge map and you want to be able to hit that damage range at further ranges. The best pistol for Aeros is going to be the Punch. I think Punch is probably the best pistol all around in the game. Because it basically is one shot 50 HP, and then you're just basically one shot by then, and it's just really good. So the best perks that I have also talked to a lot of people is either Fast Hands or Quick Draw. Quick Draw is usually a really good perk for the BR specifically, and I'll get more into that after we get to the BR. So Fast Hands and of course Slide. Slide is probably going to be the best perk for the movement, and of course popping Rush and just sliding around. If you haven't played Titanfall, it's like kind of like the Titanfall 2 like B-hop slide that you can do in Titanfall, which is awesome because you can just literally slide and just jump and just basically go in circles around people. It's really fun. So let's just go right ahead into the cadence. Like I said, I haven't used any of Aeros yet. I've been trying to level up Meridian and Subrasque, which I already got those two basically done and over with. But cadence is probably going to be rapid fire and barrel extension or piercing ammo. I usually only use piercing ammo on these kind of guns if I'm only playing quick play and or takedown, because people tend to line up a little bit more, and you're able to, of course, hit more targets than one. So rapid fire and piercing ammo is probably going to be the best two attachments for this gun, or probably extended mag, since 12 bullets isn't usually a lot for a carbine. Of course, pistols, punch, shock disc, and portal are usually the best equipments. Fast hands, and of course slide or super fit. If you want to have that rush ability constantly, to, of course, have that regen delay for your health is also really good. So, and of course the BR, this is where I was going to get into with the quick draw perk, where this is really good. So if you have the pulse with bullet burst and rapid fire with quick draw, and of course the punch, basically the combo is just basically a one-shot combo. That's what people have been calling it. Is you shoot somebody with the punch, give them the 50 HP, and of course burst them with the pulse with the quick draw, because this is like basically an insta swap, and you're able to basically one-shot them. It's very strong, at least for right now. So quick draw and of course slide or super fit, basically the best perks in the game for Aeros. And that's about it. I don't usually have the Sprinter or Blitz. I don't have the Sprinter yet unlocked, but of course if you are using Sprinter, it'll probably be Laser Sight Extended Mag or Extended Mag Rapid Fire for the Sprinter, because that's usually used all across the board for all factions for SMGs. So let's just go right ahead and go into Meridian. Meridian is probably my favorite class, at least in the game right now, because it just gives the team so much intel and so much just map control. Like, you can literally just control a map with just Meridians, and it's very strong. The reason why it's very strong is, of course, Hyper Sight. You're able to basically scan everybody and give everybody wall hacks for about 7 seconds, and it's very strong because you're also able to like solidify fights a little bit easier, because if someone's soloed out in mid, you can go like portal mid, kill him, and then now it's a 4v3. It just depends on how you play the map, and of course map control and just seeing where people are on the map. It's probably the biggest buff slash thing that you could do in this game. I think map control is way more important than it is controlling power weapons, because power weapons were, of course, more important in the first game and getting that map control second. Now it's kind of flip-flopped on his head, where map control is a little bit more important and then power weapons after. But yeah, so let's just get right into the Meridian classes. So Synapse, I also use Grip and Rapid Fire. I think Grip and Rapid Fire for most ARs across the board are usually the meta attachments, I guess you would say, for these kind of weapons. So of course, Grip, Rapid Fire for the Synapse. I use the Tetra. I don't usually use the pistols all that much on Meridian because the Time Dome is just very overpowered with all the primary guns on Meridian. Sorry about that. Because it just speeds up your fire rate, speeds up your reloads, movement, everything of that sort. It just speeds you up constantly. And of course it slows down everybody on the enemy team, so they have slower fire rate, they have slower reload, they have slower movement. So it's just, they're basically easy kills at that point if you use the Time Dome. You just got to use it correctly. But the perks that everybody has been using in scrims and pugs, of course, has been Power Cycle and Unblinking. For Power Cycle, you're basically able to get that Time Dome back in about 15 seconds. And then you also have Unblinking, which of course shorter cooldown for Hyper Sight, because you want to at least have the Hyper Sight up at all times with your team. So there's usually 2 Meridians or 2 Subrasque or 2 Aeros. I usually tend to use 2 Meridians on my team, so we can just kind of flip-flop back and forth with scans to make sure that we of course know where everybody is and where everybody is spawning, and it's a very broken like meta. So I will say, let's just get on to the next class, which is going to be the SMG, which is going to be the Phasma. The Phasma is probably the most broken SMG slash gun in the game. I think it's literally a primary power weapon, just because of how powerful this thing is. I don't have all, oh, I do have all the stuff unlocked, but I would probably use Extended Mag, Rapid Fire. Like I said, for all the SMGs, this is probably the meta attachments for all the SMGs, period. So Phasma, Extended Mag, Rapid Fire, really good, and of course you got to throw down that Time Dome, and you're basically insta-killing everybody with this gun. I have dropped multiple 60 plus, 70 plus games with this gun, and I really hope they do nerf it in the future, because this is a very oppressive gun. So the next gun that I also use is the Quantum. I think the Quantum BR / Meridian BR is probably the best BR in the game by far, because the bullet burst and rapid fire with the Time Dome, you're basically able to insta-kill somebody with it. And it's just very oppressive when somebody's just on high ground shooting down to you with this gun, because it's just, you can't get in cover in time. If you're just out in the open for like 0.2, 0.3 seconds, you're dead. You're just gone. You're deleted from the game. It's really good. And of course, Hyperline is also a really good gun. I of course been using Barrel Extension because I've been using this in Onslaught, because I've been trying to level up all of my weapons. So like Rapid Fire, Barrel Extension, or Piercing Ammo. Piercing Ammo is probably going to be the best, or Extended Mag. You can kind of pick or choose. I don't think Grip is really useful on carbines, because I think they're just very stable as is. But of course, putting a Time Dome with Rapid Fire on the Hyperline, you're basically able to shoot super fast. It's like a slow firing AR at that point, and you're able to just basically nuke people off the map. And then the next people that of course is my favorite class is Subrasque, so I will show you guys what I've been using on Subrasque recently. So of course, all ARs, Grip, Rapid Fire, and of course if you're playing on bigger maps, Barrel Extension is probably going to be the best one to go to. Heavy Pistol for Goliath, or the Goliath Heavy Pistol for Subrasque, is probably the best pistol or secondary in the game, because it's just super strong. Or sorry, not in the game, but in this faction, because it's just super strong, and it's very similar to the Punch, but it doesn't do that much damage. It doesn't do, I think it does like 35 damage to the body instead of 55, like the Punch does. Equipment, you can kind of use anything. Everything here is very strong in its own right. I use Proximity Mine usually for Hot Zone and Firecracker. I use Sandstorm Grenades for like Domination, TDM, anything of that sort, so you can of course control flags. And of course, if you didn't know, if the Sandstorm Grenade is in front of a portal wall, you can't portal through it, so it's also a good portal block mechanic if people are of course using and abusing portals against you. Sticky grenades, also just really good to get people off points and just basically easy kills if you stick them in melee range. And of course, ammo now for Subrasque weapons is also really good, because with all the faster reload for Subrasque, Meridian, and Aeros, there of course is Aeros, Subrasque, and Meridian power weapons, and those perks usually they work with the power weapons, so they're very, very good in that sense. So I usually use this because I usually try to control power weapons as much as possible, just because power weapons are very useful for holding points and holding map control. So with that, and then, so that's basically my AR class, which is very, very good. And of course, better smart wall, because the effectiveness with the smart wall is really, really dependent on this perk, because if you don't have this perk, then the smart wall basically gets destroyed really, really, really fast. And it's really good to have, of course, more health and more time on the shield, so you, of course, can have more time on the point and more time to secure areas if you really need to be. Alright, so the next loadout that I do have is the Warden. This is basically what I've been using. I think the Warden is probably one of the best guns for Subrasque, because it's just a 3-shot anywhere. Well, 3-shot body shot, 2-shot headshot. It's very good. Very fast TTK if you can land those shots. But of course I use rapid fire and piercing ammo for, like, of course, quick play and takedown, and of course barrel extension, switch it out for barrel extension for, of course, the bigger maps. Goliath heavy pistol, I use a sticky grenade, ammo now, better smart wall for Subrasque. Jackhammer, of course, what everybody has been using is rapid fire bullet burst with the Goliath or a heavy pistol, basically insta swapping, basically able to, of course, kill people instantly. Rattler, everybody has been using extended mag and rapid fire. I think extended mag rapid fire for this kind of gun, of course, is really good, because the longer you hold down the trigger, the longer, or the faster the fire rate gets. So with extended mag, you're not going to run out with ammo as fast, and of course rapid fire is going to speed up that ramp up time, which is really, really good. And of course equipment, very, very similar. And I don't use the shotgun, so it's just kind of personal preference of what you really want to use. Of course, I am an assault rifle carbine player. I haven't used any of the SMGs that too much, but I will get around to leveling up everything and just get it done. I just want to level up everything. But of course, thank you guys for all the love and support on my last video, and of course my TikTok. I appreciate it. I will be live today at 3 p.m. on Twitch at twitch.tv/Trickster. The description will be down below. I will be doing open lobbies and just playing with viewers and followers, like I said before. So of course, catch me over there. I will be over there about 3 p.m. Central Time, so 4 p.m. Eastern Time. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. I love all love and support that, of course, I have been getting. So if you did like this kind of video, please leave a like, comment what you want to see next, and of course, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And I'll see you guys on Twitch if you're there. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!